On the line from Louisiana in the USA, I have star of tomorrow, Taylor Faye Ruffin. Hello, Taylor.
Hi, how are you?
I'm good, and you?
I'm awesome.
So it's coming up to summer over there in the USA, I believe.
Yes, very close to the summer.
Because it's starting to get very cold over here for our winter.
Really?
Yep. So first of all, why did you decide to take up singing and acting?
Well, I started acting when I was 10, and the reason why I wanted to act was because I love to pretend to be someone I'm not, and I just love to play different characters and see how far I can go as that character. And I never really knew I wanted to sing, but I was on a project, and there was a music producer, and he asked my dad, he's like, okay, well, your daughter, does she have a nice voice? Does she sing? And my dad's like, yeah, she has a pretty nice voice. So he's like, okay, well, let's just put her in the studio and we'll just see what she could do. So I went to the studio and I sang for them, and they said I had a really unique, nice voice. So they wrote Tailor Made, and that's how that all came about.
So with acting, what sort of characters do you like to play?
I like to play characters that I'm, like, way far from. So I like to play spoiled, mean, bratty characters. I think that's so fun.
Have you appeared on any TV shows?
Yes, I have appeared on a TV show, and it's called My Parents, My Sister, and Me, and I'm actually the star. So that's been airing around in the United States for a while. And my movie, a movie that I was in, The Chaperone, just came out, and there's also a movie that I was in called That's What I Am, and that's coming out in this month, yeah, in April. So that's coming out. So there's a lot of things that's coming out right now. So yeah, and I was also on Disney Channel's Imagination Movers. I did a guest star, the princess. So yeah.
Now, with your singing, what sort of things do you like to sing about?
I like to sing about self-confidence and being happy with who you are. And there's a lot of there's a lot of bullying going on right now, and kids telling other kids that they're worth nothing. But I mean, we were all put on this earth for a reason, so we're all important and we're all special in our own way. So I just like to sing about being comfortable with who you are.
And that's what your song Tailor Made is about?
Yes, that's what my song Tailor Made is about, yeah.
So why did you decide to write Tailor Made?
Well, I've had my own personal experiences with bullying, and it's a major issue. I don't know if it's a major issue out there in Australia, but in the United States it is. So I see a lot of kids who are just hurt and whose self-esteem is very low because they're being bullied, and I just thought that it needs to stop. And my little part that I could do is sing a song about, just being happy with who you are and not worrying about what anybody else thinks.
So with your music, who are your role models and inspirations?
My inspiration as far as music is Raven Simone. That is my inspiration, Raven Simone, because she's an actress and a singer, and she juggles all of it, and she's amazing at all of it, dancing, singing, acting, and she also came from a grounded family who believed that with God, anything is possible, and that's the type of family I come from. And she's such a hard worker, and she's an inspiration to me, and she's very down to earth, and yeah, so I look up to her in the music field. And my role models are my parents, because they work hard day in, day out, and they make sure that me and my sisters are given what we need to have a better life. So yeah, my role models are my parents.
So with your music, what artists influence your music?
Raven Simone, yeah, Raven Simone again, because her music is very dancey, and like every time you hear it, you just want to like grab a friend and just start dancing, just doing whatever. And that's how I want my music to be. I don't want it to just be like sitting there like, oh, and it's a song. No, I want you to get up and dance to it and have fun.
Do you have any plans to write and record any more songs, or even possibly an album?
Oh yes, I plan on releasing an album, Tailor Made, this year. That's what I plan on doing. And I do. I have a next single coming out. It's called Skin I'm In, and that song is about being comfortable with who you are too. It's also a very dancey song, so yeah.
And with performing, have you performed anywhere around Louisiana or the USA?
No, I've never performed live before.
So is there any venue you want to perform live at if you could choose a venue that you really wanted to perform live at?
I would want to perform at the Kids' Choice Awards because, like, thousands of kids watch it. I mean, millions of kids watch it. Thousands of kids just attend the actual event. And it would just be an honor for me to be able to sing in front of my peers, in front of my audience. And plus the slime is really cool. I like that part too.
You're also a student, so how do you balance study with being a performer?
Well, I try if I have, well, school is first. School always comes first. Even though singing and acting is a passion, school, education is number one. So I try to do my work a couple of days before it's due so I don't have to worry about that, so I could start practicing my singing and my acting instead of having to be so overwhelmed with all the schoolwork. And when I'm on set, I have a tutor who helps me with my homework that I get online from my teachers. So yeah, that's how I do that. That's how I balance.
So do you have any other plans for the summer?
Yes, I just want to swim and maybe go to the beach and hang out with my friends and my sisters and just have a blast and get ready for high school because I'm going to high school next year. I'm going to be a freshman. I just got to get my mind right for that too.
So what are you looking forward to in high school?
Just the overall experience. I heard that high school is the best 4 years of your life. So I'm just looking forward to the experience, homecoming, prom. I'm just looking forward to all of that.
So when you aren't studying or singing and performing, what else do you like doing in your spare time?
What every other teenage girl likes to do. I love to shop, hang out with my sisters, friends, and I also like to read. And I like to read, I guess, like mystery books. That's my favorite. And so summer is a good time for me to be able to read since I'm not going to school or doing schoolwork. It's a good time for me to just sit back, relax, and read my favorite books. So, yeah.
That's Star of Tomorrow, Faye Ruffin on the Community Radio Network. Thanks for joining us today, Taylor.
Thank you so much.
And right now here is her debut single. It's called Tailor Made on your local community radio station.